Hello, everyone. Today we're talking about some news, action figure news from Toyzfair. Like Mezco revealed a bunch of new 112 figures. Now, if you don't know, Mezco is a line, like a brand of figures that does the 112 line. They are almost hot toy quality with real clothing, really detailed accessories, like very high quality. And they are definitely a little bit more expensive than Figma, SH Figure Arts, Mafex, but actually those brands are getting closer to their price point. But again, these are higher quality, more detailed figures, especially the part that they are using real cloth makes a lot of difference. And they do use real cloth really well, not like those baggy ones that really don't seem to fit correctly in the figure. They actually do a great job. And we're starting off looking at this figure, G.I. Joe Destro. I saw G.I. Joe a long time ago when I was a kid, so I don't remember the characters that well. But looks pretty detailed. Again, the cloth fits well with the character, doesn't look too baggy, doesn't look like it's not fitting well. Like for example, I love the Devil May Cry characters that I got, but for example, comparably, the clothing on those characters, the real cloth in those characters, don't look as good as this one. And it's just the coat. They were as expensive as a Mezco figure, and they only used the coat as a real clothing, while this one is basically almost all real clothing, and that makes a big difference. And again, it fits much better in the characters than those Devil May Cry figures. Then we also have, for example, Ultraman. And it is a really old anime character, and it apparently, again, all cloth in that suit, and it just looks really well. It looks really good. Now, could it make me look some poses a little bit better with full plastic? Definitely. But cloth again can have its more realistic look to some poses, especially overall. If it is done well, it will look better. Then we have this Batman. I'm not sure if it is the Batman from Gotham by Daylight, like a movie, like alternate universe version of Batman, but I think it is. I'm not really sure. Looks good overall. Again, really nice use of cloth. This one looks a little bit more baggier. I don't know if it looks like that in the movie. I actually have the movie, but I never watched it. But yeah, it looks okay for an alternative Batman. Like, not my favorite version of Batman, but looks okay. I think they're doing a great job. Spider-Gwen looks fantastic. I do think this type of cloth works really well with the Spider-Man characters, if they're, again, done well enough and don't look too baggy. And their perfect slim fit to the character looks fantastic. I hope they do a head sculpt without the mask, but I think they'll probably do that. Mezco normally brings a lot of accessories, and they try to make some variable faces, I think so. But definitely I'll have a look later on when they finally have for reserve. Then we also have the Power Ranger, the Green Ranger. Again, the cloth fits perfectly, just well suited to the body of the character, so it doesn't look too baggy. Very well done. Perfect rendition of the character, if not maybe the best rendition of the character that I've seen so far. So congratulations again, Mezco. Really well done. Wolverine, classic Wolverine. Now this is not an easy one because you cannot do everything from cloth, but apparently the pants are cloth, the upper torso part is cloth. I'm not sure if the neck part is cloth too, or if it's just a joint imitating cloth, like it's plastic with crinkles. That one I'm not sure by these images. Even the head, I'm not sure if the mask, there's some cloth here, or if it is full plastic. But overall, it just looks fantastic. Again, one of the best looking Wolverines that I've seen. Mafex had a really nice comic accurate Wolverine that looks a little bit like this, but this one again has the potential to be the best one if they do the cloth right. Because again, I see some problems here in terms of the cloth not adjusting so well to Wolverine like some of the other ones, but we need more poses. because this can be a little bit the consequence of the pose they are doing with him. But still, fantastic looking character model. Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. I don't know, this is like one of the older movies. Looks weird, but doesn't look bad. It just looks a little bit weird. A different case. Then we have the Fantastic Four. All of them look really good. I'm not sure if out they are going to do the Mr. Fantastic. Is it always like that, like a big stretched hand? Or are they actually going to do like a stretchy arms for him? Because there were some toys in the older days that would do things like that. The costumes look pretty good. The thing looks really well detailed. I like that it looks pretty well hidden, the joints. Human Torch with some plastic flame effects. Let's see more pictures. We need more pictures from this type of figures because they are not as easy to judge in just one picture. This one is definitely the one that stole the show for me, The Crow, because I love this movie. I love Brandon Lee. I think it was one of the biggest tragedies, his death, because he could have been like a Johnny Depp level of actor. He was that talented, and this is the movie that proved that. And then he died. That's really sucks. And this character is so well done, like perfect coat, all the clothing fits perfectly. Like even though they don't have his face to do the scan, the face model really looks fantastic. Does remind me of Brandon Lee, so I think perfect. This may be the first Mezco that I buy and review. If everything goes well, let's see. Because there were a lot of Mezcos that I thought about reviewing previously, but I didn't have the opportunity to buy, like the Punisher from the Netflix show and Daredevil from the Netflix show. Mezcos look fantastic, almost hot-type level of quality, just perfect, and I really wanted those two, but I didn't have the opportunity to get them. Maybe one day I'll still get them. But yeah, this one is definitely going to my list of figures that I want soon. Then we have Halloween 2, Michael Myers. Now, NECA does really well this type of figures, so a lot of people that don't have the money to buy something like Mezco can buy those from NECA, and they actually look really good. They are just very limited in articulation, all plastic. This looks a little bit better than those NECA figures, and again, cloth makes a big difference if you want to make scary pictures and things like that. But it's always a trade-off. Better, but a lot more expensive. Then we have this classic Superman. This is a classic Superman from the comic books. Classic costume. Looks really good. I like that you can actually see the muscle definition through the cloth. That's how well fitted the cloth is into the character. So this is the difference between a brand that knows what they are doing with the cloth and another that doesn't. It's really well molded to fit the character. So fantastic looking Superman here. It's definitely in another level of quality. The cape, it's a little bit weird in some points. I do think the cape could have been done a little bit better, but still, I'm just nitpicking. Fantastic looking Superman. And I think that's the last one. Yeah, it's the last one. Now they announced some other figures, but they were not from the 112 line. They were like bobblehead, big head figures, and I'm not going to talk about those today. Just the 112 line, and I'm very excited for a lot of them. Tell me in the comment section below if there were any figures that you were excited for. Do you want Mezco figures? Do you like the brand? And if you're not a subscribe, because I do videos like this. Especially I do a monthly video where I tell you new figures that are up for reserve, new figures that are available, restocks and things like that. And of course, action figure reviews, even though for now, because of COVID-19, I'm not doing as many reviews. And also talk about anime, video games, all this amazing pop culture content. Tomorrow I'm going to do the favorite video game meme, and I'm going to make picks for every category, so check that out, and I'll see you next time.
Do it! Just do it!